You know, it just lifted my spirits instantly.
This episode was called The Carpool Lane. It was the 7th episode of season 4.
Oh, you should see the traffic. The only thing moving is the carpool lane. I love it, Megan. I'm just gonna go home. The episode was that I picked up a hooker in the carpool lane and took her to Dodger Stadium.
Hey, Dad. You got a date with Mama? Monina, I got a red snapper that'll talk to your daddy.
I had never seen the show. I'd never heard of the show. I didn't have HBO, so I didn't have any exposure to the show. I was a runner. I was a PA. You know, go deliver this here, go pick this up, bring it back to the office, sort of thing. So I had no clue what I was getting into.
I knew that we were going to have to, find a baseball stadium and fill it with thousands of extras. And of course, he wanted to do the Dodgers since it's LA. That right there was a huge uh-oh.
We are part of the entertainment community in Los Angeles, and we do want to cooperate.
They came back and said, all right, here's what we could do. We showed up, I believe it was in the late afternoon, 4 or 5 o'clock was the call time.
Now, I didn't understand. I was like, how are we going to shoot at a real game? This is crazy. I know the seats ain't way the fuck up here.
You got a problem with the
You
seats?
said we had good seat, club seats and shit.
We shot in 2 sections. I don't know if they call it a grandstand at Dodger Stadium and the upper deck. I don't know.
It's very arbitrary where we were placed.
I never saw the cameras at the Dodger game. I don't know if people even knew people were filming.
We had a very, very long lens. The whole thing was we needed to be almost invisible.
I had to be in bad seats and then see Bob Einstein, who played Marty Funkhauser on the show.
So I went to the Curb Your Enthusiasm studios in Santa Monica, and I get put into an editing bay, and then an engineer that was putting in these beta tapes one by one and playing them.
I just remember it being chaos, to be honest with you. You've got 2 or 3 people trying to hold back thousands of people.
Midway through the game, my daughter asked me for, I don't remember, ice cream, popcorn, candy, something.
There was about 8 tapes, and we're putting in tape after tape after
What
tape.
is it?
We went up to the concession stand. and
He was
there
wrongfully
some money.
convicted,
We start to
Of a
roll
murder?
scenes, and there's some shots
but
of Bob Einstein.
like, and his only alibi was him being in a baseball game. Like when the murder took place, he was at a baseball game.
There was a camera crew. right
So they were
behind.
using the
We weren't
camera,
supposed to stop people
and his
from
only
going
eyewitness
down
was
the
his
aisle,
daughter.
but if they didn't want to be on camera, we would say, can you wait 1 minute?
So they were looking at him using the cameras.
I grabbed my daughter's hand and I tried to walk down the stairs, but I was stopped.
Not even for a minute. These are paying customers. We can't hold them for too long of a duration.
It's only about maybe 6 minutes of tape on each of these beta tapes. And we're already on tape number 5 or 6, and I'm getting disheartened.
The same guy who stopped me, like he looked over at me and then he was just like, hey, you know what? Just go ahead. And nobody was being let in.
I probably didn't even know that we were rolling the camera. And if I did, I was probably a shitty PA and let them through anyway.
And that was the proof.
I literally jumped out of my chair
Literally sprung out of his chair,
and just gasped.
and there he was. Pretty cool.
Bro, he's gonna face the death penalty for the crime. Huh?
Wow.
He's acting. Okay.
Confirm, yes, it is him. We keep playing the tape, and he's on 2 more cassettes. I thought, wow, this is fantastic. I'm going to be able to prove that he was at the game.
I said, Todd, what happened? And he said, dude, you're on the tape. And I was just like, I think I let the phone go. I think think I let the phone go.
And I asked him about, well, when was this shot? Do you guys know, like, what time of the game this was shot?
We shoot with time code, which is time of day, a stamp that's put on the videotape that you can't see, it's electronic.
So we knew exactly what time he was being shot at. The first scene was at 8:55. The last scene was at 9:15.
But it was really, it was pretty exciting, to tell you the truth.
I looked at this video as being the holy grail of Juan's defense. Except the murder took place at like 10:32. Crap.
Okay. So what time?
What else do we need? You know, I'm on the video the day they're saying that I killed this girl. Like, isn't that enough?
Wait.
At
What?
10:43 at night, our defendant, by his own evidence, his own witnesses, is on the same street as our victim, dropping off his cousin, Miguel Catalan, about 100 to 250 yards away from the murder scene at the time of the murder.
So the HBO tape, in your opinion, is good only for what?
Nothing.
So the prosecution is gonna contend that you could have left early and had time to go and commit that murder. And dude, that just like brought me back down.
I said, I gotta figure out a way to place you at Dodger Stadium even longer.
Did you buy something there? And I'm like, yes, I bought a lot of things. He goes, did you use a credit card? I'm like,
No.
And then we started talking about cell phones.
There's a call at 10:11 in the evening for 49 seconds, inbound call. Whose phone number is that?
My friend Glenda Ray.
And did you call Juan from her phone?
Yes, I did. I kept calling Juan, and I'm like, hey, is the game over?
I said, we're walking out of the stadium right now.